Tracking the impact of a storm system in the southern Gulf. And we're keeping a close eye on the Galveston area, of course. Here's a live shot on the left showing the 61st Street fishing pier, courtesy of Saltwater Recon. And on the right, you can see our radar keeping tabs right here on the Houston area.
Strong waves down there on the water. David Paul is closely watching the system. He's been doing so since last week. Any concerns at this hour, Dave?
You know, so far the biggest impacts have been right along the beaches and the coast of Upper Texas and Galveston. And it looks like that will be where the greatest impacts are felt over the next 24 to 48 hours. We've got a lot of surf down here. We've got rain on the coast. Scatter showers have moved inland, but it hasn't been too big and bad. It's been a breezy, damp, cloudy day today. We're getting a pretty good band of tropical downpours from Angleton back to the west end of Galveston Island, Bay Harbor there. Indian Beach is getting wet. Downtown Galveston getting some light rain right now off the coast of Brazosport, and Surfside getting some rain too, but nothing severe. Gusts of wind have been up to about 25 or 30 so far this afternoon. Here is the, well, loosely defined center of our disturbance. It does not have a closed low yet, so it has not been upgraded to a tropical depression or tropical storm today. The center is exposed from the deep convection. That's keeping it from getting better organized. Hurricane Center thinks it might become a tropical storm. Alberto, if it does over the next 24 hours before making landfall late tomorrow night just north of Tampico. Now, several hundred miles to our south. What does that mean for Houston? We know it means rain, but the models have been coming in over and over again each update today, with the heaviest rain being pushed further south down the coast toward Corpus Christi. We still could see several inches of rain here. We'll take a more high-resolution look at our rain forecast for the overnight and tomorrow morning so you can plan. Guys, back to you.
We'll take it from here. Thank you, Dave. Tonight, communities closer to the coast are watching and waiting to see just how much water they'll get.
That includes folks in Clear Lake Park, where our Jalissa Garza is this evening. Jalissa, how are things looking there right now?
Well, right now we're standing in one of the parking lots of the park. This one is specifically the boat ramp one, and some of the parking spots, actually people can't park in because of the water. Now, people out here are no stranger to this, but they're still out here and keeping a close eye. And it's not just the folks out here doing that. It's another day at Clear Lake Park. People fishing, others taking their boat out, or in the case of Jason Bounds, buying one.
Coming out here to run the boat and see what it was all about, and I think we're going to make the deal.
Jason, who lives on the island on Jamaica Beach, says he's not too worried about the rain on the way.
Every year there's a potential, so you can't get worried about it if you're going to live on the coast.
Others here are watching the water and waiting.
Yesterday it was lower and today's higher. It went like 3 feet higher than the normal it is.
Edgar is ready to help pull out anyone who gets stuck as tides come in.
That's why I lifted the truck a little bit more so I'll be able to go through the water.
About 10 miles down the road in Dickinson, the mayor is keeping a close eye on Dickinson Bayou.
You can see it's up here on the grass pretty much at this point. So, and it'll be higher tomorrow more than likely from what we're seeing.
Although the levels aren't concerning now, Mayor Sean Skipworth says they do expect to have some flooding.
I think we've done a good job of identifying where the problem areas are likely to be, so we can keep an eye on those and do what we can and get people to do what they need to do if things get a little worse for them. So.
Now, we've experienced some rain out here in the last 20 minutes. The wind has been picking up and consistently the water has looked choppy. But as you saw, it's not stopping people from coming out here to fish or even take their boat on the water. Everyone's just hoping that they do not have to deal with any flooding. Meanwhile, Jason Miles is in Surfside. Jason, how are things looking out there?
Well, as of 5 o'clock just a few moments ago, beaches controlled by Brazoria County. The county are now closed to people swimming and doing other recreation on those beaches. That's something that happened earlier in the day here in Surfside Beach. The rough surf, as you see, elevated tides are the reason. And I can tell you just over the last few minutes, the winds and rain has picked up. Now, no swimming signs, I should say. We're flying here in Surfside as of this morning. That decision coming hours after beach access was closed to cars and trucks. The mayor telling me he consulted with the General Land Office, which manages the Texas coast, before making those decisions. However, that did not stop some people from still getting out in that rough water, although they admitted to me it's quite treacherous.
It's pulling in and out so hard, you get trapped up in a wave, it'll pull you right out.
You've got what I call an angry surf right now. and it's really pushing in. So folks are just going to have to be careful.
Again, as of 5 p.m., beaches controlled by Brazoria County closed. Otherwise, the county judge saying he does not expect any major issues as a result of this tropical event, but local, county, state assets are on standby if needed. I've seen Surfside police throughout the day asking people to get off the beaches, don't go in the water. Obviously, some people are ignoring them. There are no penalties, but you're swimming at your own risk if you decide to get in. Reporting from Surfside, Jason Miles, back to you.
Just stay out of the water. It's certainly not worth the risk at all. Jason Miles, thank you.
Our weather team closely following any changes in the forecast. Make sure you download the KHOU 11 app. It is free and will give you constant updates.